Hey guys, it's me. I'm kind of getting upset listening to all of this, but it happens. It happens, and she is such a beautiful girl. Yeah, let's hear.
Talking about this because this hits so close to home for me. It's such a story that I think all of us can learn from, because at the end of the day, you really don't know anyone at all. I think it is important to note that at the time that Landon was sending all these congratulatory messages to Liz, he apparently had a girlfriend of his own, so he was already in a way cheating on his girlfriend by going after the wizard Liz. He was love bombing the wizard Liz, and it turned into manipulation. He knew exactly what the wizard Liz wanted because he had this parasocial relationship with her. And I see a lot of people online saying, oh my gosh, if the wizard Liz can get cheated on, if Beyonce can get cheated on, there's no hope for us. The truth is that these women are of a much higher target than any random person on the street, because narcissistic, manipulative men go after women that are in positions of power to bring them down and to humiliate them, okay? People like the wizard Liz have to be more hyper cautious than the rest of us because of who she is. She is naturally attracting the worst men in the world, and she has to be so careful to pick out the right ones. It just so happened that Landon had this very long parasocial relationship with her, and he managed to fool her in such a short amount of time. And it is so sickening to me that he was able to do something like this. So now they're married and she's 4 months pregnant. And by the way, keep in mind that the typical abortion legal limit is around 12 weeks. It can be extended, but 12 is typically what is in with a recommended time frame. So he baby traps her. I mean, waiting until 4 months pregnant, that is a calculated move, and I'm sure he wanted to wait longer if he could. I just think he couldn't wait to humiliate her, okay? He had married her, he had baby trapped her, and he went on Snapchat and he messaged a random girl. Come on. He is a public figure. Anyone he messages is gonna know who he is. You can't pretend to not be yourself when you're someone like Landon. So it's very quite obvious that what he did probably wasn't with the intent of cheating because he wanted to be with that woman so bad. I think it was just about being with anyone other than Liz to humiliate her and bring her down. And the reason why I don't think this is over is because what he did was soft enough that in most cases, I do feel like a woman would reflect on this and say, okay, maybe I can take him back. And that's why I think this is just the very first part of his manipulation and humiliation plan. I think that if the wizard Liz can truly leave him this time around, there's no humiliation, okay? He was just a loser guy that will forever go down in history as the guy that cheated on Wizard Liz. I mean, no one's going to remember his name in a few years. However, if she does go back with him, then this is part of a longer plot to humiliate her and drive her down. Because then the second time, it gets worse. I just have so much respect towards the wizard Liz, because, and I truly hope she doesn't blame herself, because you cannot know. There are situations where you tell yourself, oh, in hindsight, yeah, this guy was weird, he was love bombing me. But in that moment, you cannot know, okay? And he had...
That kind of goes to show that even with Liz, the wizard Liz, that's all about her spirituality, her dedication to, making other women see red flags in relationships. She was not immune to this. She didn't see it. And I'm really thinking now, I'm really rethinking relationships, really rethinking them. The man is supposed to, I mean, I guess there are men out there that, take care of their wife. That's, from what it says in the Bible, the man is supposed to, love God, but also if the man loves the church, he will, love his wife too. I don't know. It's sad. It's very sad because You know, I mean, you're supposed to be very empowered and like know the signs, but I'm kind of agreeing because I did not know that she was like engaged or even 4 months pregnant. But it's sad. It's the saddest thing because it's almost like, well, if she got it, there's like really no hope. You know, no one has that magic formula. Even with all like the dating and all that, and maybe people are a little bit more damaged than, you know, you think. Like, I could hardly think that a man would do that to a woman to, I mean, I have a stalker, but I don't know. It's very weird. Very weird. I mean, I don't even think they were married. So I think that was one of the things that she actually just had like sex before marriage, even though she was engaged. I don't think, see, that is the thing that I'm changing, is that I will not have sex with the man that, you know, that I'm dating. This person needs to get to know me. Maybe that was something that should have been postponed, because the more that I think about it with, you know, with women, I mean, a woman giving it up so early in the relationship, to me, I always think that when you do something like that, it kind of opens up the Jezebel spirit. Like, it just happens. It just happens. I told this to my sister. I'm like, this is a spirit, because it's not, you know, sanctified within the church. You didn't get that sacrament from in the church. It is a spirit, whether it's on you or them, but it destroys the relationship no matter what. So I made myself a promise. I made myself a promise to God, and I made myself a promise to myself. You know, that I was not going to have sex with any man till marriage, till I get that sacrament from the church, from, you know, in God's home, in God's house. And maybe that's a lesson. You know, women should just the power within that, like, maybe if she withheld from this man, like, that she gave her power away. Still she gave her power away. That's all I can think of, you know. And she got pregnant. Now she's 4 months pregnant. It makes sense to me. Like, when my first pregnancy, I had a miscarriage, and we did have like a honeymoon stage and everything like that. And I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter like after we got married. It was the first pregnancy. Yeah, they do trap you. Men like that do trap you. And why is it the same MO? That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm just as floored as these women here, you know, that are shocked at this, because, you know, I kind of like her messages. You know, I like it when she's like, no, you don't have to do that. But at least she came out with it. She didn't have a PR to hide it underneath the, you know. And that too, her just coming out with it and not hiding it is a good thing. She's a very honest person. I don't think those types of women are very rare, that can just like drop a man and like go. That's what I did with my husband the second time around. I went cold turkey. Like, yeah. All right, guys, that's it.